Hello and welcome to Tomorrow is Yesterday, the show where we review every episode of Star Trek in production order. My name is Brandon Couch and joining me today is my co-host Ryan Couch. Introduce yourself, Ryan.
I am Ryan Couch. I was trying to learn how to do it in Klingon, but I got really confused, so...
Maybe you'll have Klingon next time.
I will really try to do Klingon next time. I've been going pretty hard on my Spanish lately, and I've done like 4 lessons in Klingon, so... Not very experienced. Sorry for the disappointment.
No, you're fine. Little behind the scenes. We record like a month's episodes all at once, so that's why David's still not here. Same reason as last week.
No, he's lying. It's actually been a whole month, and David has no sign of David. We can't find him. We don't know where he is. David, if you're out there, please call us. We've been searching everywhere for you. Please come back, David.
Anyways, you already kind of know this, but lately I've been watching what I'm calling...
Did you just say anyways?
I don't know, did I?
You did. Isn't it anyway?
Sure.
I thought you always get on to somebody or people for doing that.
No.
What is it? Never mind. You're very anal about something along the lines of that. What is it?
Regardless and irregardless?
Yes, okay. I think anyway and anyways is also kind of a similar thing. I think you're supposed to say anyway.
Anyway.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've been watching what I've been calling Star Trek Nog. I watched the episode where Nog goes to Cisco and says he wants to join Starfleet. And since then I've just been watching all the episodes after that have Nog. And been following Nog's journey to get into Starfleet.
Star Trek Nog.
Yep, that's what I'm calling it.
I didn't know about this. I live in the same house as you.
You've seen me watch some episodes of Deep Space Nine.
I didn't know that's what you were doing.
I've specifically been watching the Nog episodes.
You're Nog watching?
Yes, I'm watching Nog.
Caught you watching the Nog. Nog's pretty cool.
Nog is cool.
I like Nog.
Nog's great.
What a silly little guy. Which one's his dad?
Rom.
He's the one with the human stepmom, right? Nog
Yeah,
is?
not human, Bajoran, but yes.
Oh. Sorry. They look very similar.
They are.
What is it? Is it a nose thing?
It's a nose thing. Most aliens in like that
It's
era of
always
Star
a
Trek
nose
has a
thing.
nose thing.
It's a nose thing.
Unless it's like complete prosthetics, it's usually just a nose.
They go pretty hard whenever it's a full prosthetic, though.
Yeah, like Cardassians. Another main alien in that show.
Have I seen those before?
Yeah, probably.
About to Google them. Keep talking, though.
Or Ferengi.
Ferengi got crazy looking heads. How do you spell Cardassian?
Carda.
Got it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen them. Yep, they're bad guys. No,
They're bad guys mostly.
leader Ducat. Is it Ducat? Ducat?
Gul Dukat.
Gold.
Gul is like his rank though. His name is Dukat. There are some like good Cardassians
You
like
can't look at that face
like
and think
Garrick.
good guy.
Garrick is awesome.
Huh.
What?
I'm just looking at them.
Okay.
That's very creative.
Yep, and with that, let's get into this week's episode. The Doomsday Machine first aired on October 20th, 1967, was written by Norman Spinrad and directed by Mark Daniels, who we last mentioned for directing Who Mourns for Adonais, and was nominated for a 1968 Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation.
Nice.
Nice. Was
the
Amok
cast?
Time nominated for that same award?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
And our cast, we have William Wyndham as Commodore Matt Decker, James Doohan as Lieutenant Commander Scott, who we last saw in Who Mourns for Adonais, George Takei as Lieutenant Sulu, who we last saw in Amok Time, Elizabeth Rogers as Lieutenant Palmer, John Winston as Lieutenant Kyle, who we also last saw in Who Mourns for Adonais, Richard Compton as Lieutenant Washburn, John Copage as Lieutenant Elliot, Tim Burns as Lieutenant Russ, and Jerry Catron as Lieutenant Montgomery, who we last saw in Operation Annihilate as Second Denovan.
Second Denovan?
Yeah, he was just a guy in a crowd. He was a background actor. So this script that I use, I just find a transcript online. I don't like write it myself anymore. I used to write it myself, but I find a transcription line, and in the script that someone wrote, it starts with parentheses, plenty of security around, and a blonde woman instead of a her at communications.
Yeah, I didn't like that. How did I even know? Did you bring it up or did I notice? I can't remember.
You said, who is that?
Oh, okay, yeah. I was just like,
and I said, not
hoe?
a her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's
and then
a nice
I told
lady.
you that story.
I'm sure she's a wonderful woman. But who the hell are you? Get out of my girl's seat. You do not belong there.
Alright, so we open on the bridge. Palmer, which is this character's name, is at communications and says that there's a distress call in the sector. Kirk asks if she can pinpoint it. She says no, because she's not a Hura. Hura could do it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you can't do it, but a Hura could do it.
Nah, they would have read the same thing of her, Hura. It's the same lines.
I know.
I know.
That's what
I
I was wondering was, would they like put her as Uhura's character, or would they just like, if they kept doing that, would they just replace it and then rename that character every single time?
If it's a different actor every time, yes, they just give it a different name time.
Or would we have white Uhura and black Uhura?
If they hired an actor, they would have given a different name.
I'm glad that she.
And also, they very intentionally made her like a Nigerian name. In fact, they were like Uhura is like an African name.
Really?
Like originally they were going to name the character Uhuru, but Nichelle Nichols was like, no, that's like the male pronunciation of that. The female would be Uhura.
I did not know they put so much thought into that.
Yeah.
I thought they just made it up. That's really cool.
They put thought into it.
I like that.
But yes, like if they fired Nichelle Nichols, they would create a new character.
I'm so sorry for this tangent, but I think about this often. Like, especially whenever we play Skyrim, how like orcs have like very obvious ways that they make names. And so do the elves, and so do like the Bretons and stuff, or the Argonians. Like, I think it's so cool, and like even with like races in Star Trek, like they have different ways that they do names, and I think that's really cool because you don't think about it like that. Like when you're raised a certain way, all you think of is how you do things. And it's like, oh, yeah, Ryan's a totally freaking normal name. But then you hear, oh, God, what would it be like? I'm trying to think of some sort of example. Like an Argonian name, like the lifts her tail, or swims in deep water. Like stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it's a cultural thing, like how sometimes it's related to what they're destined to do in life, or maybe a special feature about themselves, or family lineage. I think that's really interesting and really cool.
Yeah.
But I noticed that whenever I was looking at the Cardassian names, actually, how their names are also written very differently.
Are they?
I think so, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it feels kind of like, so you know how there's a stereotype that, like, languages have like different vibes to them. Like you hear like France, people with like French names are like romantic names. It's like very beautiful, rolls off your tongue. But like then you get like a Russian name and it's like Iskra, something like that.
Okay.
Well, these kind of have like the same vibe. If I had to make that kind of connection, I would say these would be more like a vibe with like Klingons, because it's like, God, I'm gonna butcher these so bad, but it's like, is it Elim or Elim?
Elim.
Garak. Garrick. And it's, what is that? Ducat? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Ducat.
And then this is Torah Zial.
Zial.
God. Yeah, should you just read these? Here.
Elim, Garrick, Ducat, Zial.
Are you noticing a pattern?
Enabrantain, Darheel, Golmaset, Daymar.
See, they just sound very blunt. And most of them are 2-syllable last names.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
So, I'm just saying, like, I noticed, like, unique patterns and stuff. I think that Star Trek put in a lot of thought into like the cultural differences between the races and like, even creating an entirely new language that you can learn.
Yeah, the language came later.
Still, it's been a thing for so long. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it was as heavy right now, but they were being mindful about stuff like that by taking cultural names and being very respectful and being like, Uhura is going to be a Nigerian character and we're going to give her a proper Nigerian name. And I did not know that, and I'm really impressed with the amount of thought that was put into that. Because they could have just said, I don't know, call her Penny. Not me using random name generators for any character I do. Like, my character on Skyrim is literally just Rhea the Destroyer.
Yeah. Mine's name is Couch.
Very creative.
Alright, anyways, Lieutenant Palmer has a distress call from the Constellation.
The Constellation?
Yes.
I never really understood exactly what was happening in the whole, like, beginning part. Because I was distracted by the girls. And, our eldest daughter's head was in front of the screen for about half of the episode while I was trying to watch it. So, you might have to spell a lot of things out for me.
Okay, so there's a distress call. All Palmer got was the word Constellation. Spock says that sensors show that the entire solar system has been destroyed. And Kirk's like, how could that happen? And he points out that the star system is still intact. So, like the sun, all that stuff's still intact.
Yeah.
Spock says there's nothing left but debris out here. When there were 7 planets last year. Yeah, so everything's been destroyed. There were 7 planets a year ago. Now there's just rubble.
You said there was still a star left?
Yeah.
So it's
like the
eating
star
planets,
system's still intact.
but
yes.
not stars.
The planets were destroyed, yes.
Okay. I follow.
Cut to later. Scanners are showing more evidence of the same kind of destruction in another solar system. More rubble, and there's no sign of the Constellation. Kirk says that that's Matt Decker's ship and wonders what could have happened.
I remember now. I'm so sorry. I was so thrown off when you said the Constellation. I was like, is he trying to like give them coordinates for what constellation he's in right now?
It's the ship, the Constellation.
Name is the Constellation. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
My bad.
No, I should have paid attention enough.
All right. So Spock says that there's 2 planets that are still intact, and Palmer picks up the ship's disaster beacon.
Originally, I thought that maybe Decker was like a bad guy and like destroyed his crew or something. But that's because I tuned in like maybe 30 minutes into the episode. Not 30 minutes because they're only like, 40 minutes? Something like that. Like 15 minutes into the episode or something. Like actually locked in. And I was like, oh, I bet he killed them. But I didn't realize like planets were literally destroyed. There's no way he could have done that himself.
Yeah. All right. So Spock spots the ship drifting in space. Palmer's getting no response from it. They approach the ship. All right. We see the ship all destroyed. It's a ship identical to the Enterprise, but it's all destroyed and messed up and stuff. There's like portions.
They just mass produce those ships or something and then just give them different names?
No, these are just like 2 ships of the same class that are different names, but no, they don't mass produce them.
Should mass produce them.
Paramount does. Anyways, all right, they go to red alert because the Constellation was attacked. They scan for any other vessels. Don't pick up anything. All right, Kirk asks Spock for an evaluation. Spock says that all the power is dead. Reserve energy's working, but at a very low level. Kirk asks about life support systems. Spock says, yep, that's working. The entire bridge is uninhabitable, and the rest of the ship seems to be able to sustain life. Radiation's normal. Kirk goes from red alert to yellow alert, and a team's gonna beam over.
Who all's over there right now? It's
just
Spock?
Decker.
Oh,
okay. They haven't
so
beamed
they're just scanning it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. It's crazy how they could tell all that from there, but I mean that is the future. So.
Yeah. All right. So now they're beaming over. It's Kirk, McCoy, Scotty, 2 gold shirts and a blue shirt.
It's the boys. My favorite is Gold Shirt.
Gold shirt or gold shirt?
Gold Shirt.
Okay. All right, so they get over there. Everyone's just like pointing out problems. Filtration systems are out. Communications are out. All right, everyone splits up to get to work. They go to the Constellation's engineering. Engineering's a mess. Kirk's in a room. He points out that there's no half-empty cups of coffee, so whatever happened, they had a warning. So it's not like things happened suddenly. It's like they knew what was going on when it happened.
They said they received a warning? The ship did?
No, so what Kirk says is that there's no clutter and there's no like half-empty cups of coffee or anything. So like whatever happened to them, like they had warning. Like it wasn't just sudden.
And when I'm jumping a bit here, when Decker says there were 400 of them begging me to help them, that was his crew?
Yes.
On the planet?
Yes.
He beamed them down?
Yes.
Bad idea.
Yes.
Okay.
Scotty and Blue Shirt are working on the engines. Scotty says he has no idea what could have happened.
You're sounding a little drony right now, baby.
Yeah, sorry. Spock calls Kirk. Kirk reports that there's no bodies, no crew people. Haven't found anybody. Kirk asks Spock if they could have beamed down to one of the two planets. Spock's like, nah, both those planets are deadly to humans. Sorry, I have an infant smiling at me. It's really cute.
There's 2 planets left is what they're saying?
Yes, there's 2 planets left.
And there were 7?
No, that was the other solar system.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
So far in this solar system, we just know that there's 2, and they both would have been deadly to humans, so they definitely didn't beam down there. Kirk's going to continue his search. Then Scotty comes up to Kirk, tells him that the warp drive's hopeless, but the impulse engines are salvageable. Kirk asked him about the phaser banks, and he said they were used. They didn't go down without a fight. And Kirk says, I can't imagine Matt Decker abandoning the ship. Like, life support's still working. Like, what happened? So Scotty suggests that they play back the captain's last log. Then they go. Then they spot a guy laying on a desk in a room.
I thought he were dead.
Yeah, they probably did too. They go in, and hey, it's Matt Decker.
Whoa, crazy seeing you here, pal.
He's a bit dazed and confused, so McCoy, like, shoots him up with something, and he's better. Quartrazine. Blame it on the quartrazine.
That's what happened.
So Kirk asks him what happened to the ship. He's like, we were attacked by a thing. What thing? And he's still kind of at it, and Kirk's like, answer me, what happened? And McCoy's like, give him a minute, dude. But he says that he's in shock, which, yeah, he's definitely in shock.
They probably gave him adrenaline.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that's probably. All right. So they play his log.
Captain's log, stardate 4202.1. Exceptionally heavy subspace interference still prevents our contacting Starfleet to inform them of the destroyed solar systems we have encountered. We are now entering System L374. Science Officer Masada reports the 4th planet seems to be breaking up. We are going to investigate.
So there were at least 4 planets, and now there's 2.
There are 4 planets.
But how many lights?
How many were actually there?
4.
4 lights?
Yeah.
So he says there's 5 lights.
Yes.
Do you think that you could survive that kind of interrogation?
Probably not. Unless it's like the kids' safety was on the line. Like if I was hiding information about like the kids, then yeah.
Sometimes I like to imagine scenarios like that to be like, I wonder how strong I really am when I am pushed to my limits. But being in labor twice has showed me not very strong. Buckled real quick.
Okay, so yeah, there were 4 planets. Now there's 2. Still don't know what happened. Still don't know what happened to the crew. Decker says they tried to contact the Starfleet, but they couldn't, and they couldn't run from the thing. Kirk asks what happened to the crew.
Oh, I had to beam them down. Oh, we were dead. No power or phasers, useless. I stayed behind. Last man, captain, last man aboard the ship. That's what you're supposed to do, isn't it? and then it hit again, and the transporter went out. There they were down there, and I'm up here.
What hit? What attacked you?
They say there's no devil, Jim. But there is. Right out of hell, I saw it.
Matt, where's your crew?
On the third planet.
There is no third planet.
Don't you think I know that? There was, but not anymore. They called me, they begged me for help, 400 of them. I couldn't.
I would too.
Yeah.
Bro got the bad ending.
Yeah. Bro did get a bad ending.
What I don't understand is why is his ship okay?
I mean, for the most part, it's not.
Well, yeah, but like, I mean, I guess it's a planet eater, not a ship eater. But how did a ship get damaged, but not completely destroyed?
Probably just got away from the planet either.
So they should have just kept all 400 people on board and tried to run.
Yeah.
But I guess in hindsight, there's no way they would have actually known that that was the right option. He just made a bet and lost.
Yeah, made a mistake.
400 people dying mistake. 401 actually.
Towards
the end of the episode.
All right, so Washburn, which is the name of the blue shirt, says that something crashed through the deflectors and knocked out the generators and deactivated the antimatter and warp drive pods.
Is Washburn the one that gets into a little tussle with him?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's a red shirt.
Oh, you're right. Because I asked if he killed him because I was like, red shirts always die. Did he just kill that guy?
Yes, but he did not kill that guy.
Unfortunate. That's not the 401 I was talking about either, by the way.
Okay.
That was not it. I was talking about himself.
I know what you're talking about. Sorry. I just got sidetracked because I realized something. So Decker dies in this, right?
Yeah.
He's wearing a gold shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Do I count that on the red shirt death count? Because
No.
So I keep track of like all the colored shirt deaths, but I've only done that with Enterprise crewmen so far. But like he's wearing a Starfleet uniform. Do I count him?
You only done it for Enterprise crew members?
Well, yeah, because we haven't really had any other crew members of other crews die.
So you haven't. There's been no other crews like at all introduced yet.
No, not really.
So, well, then that's totally up to you. It's like, do you want to complicate things and add other crews, or would you just like to stay with Enterprise? That's your call.
By the end of the episode, I will have an answer.
I await your judgment.
All right. Basically, they're all asking what kind of thing could do all that stuff, like knock through the deflectors, turn off the antimatter, all that. Decker says it's a big old weapon. Kirk asks what it looks like. Decker says it's miles long with a maw that could swallow a dozen starship, and it destroys planets, chops them up into rubble. So it doesn't just like eat them all; it just chops them up. Chop, 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 chop.
So, it's my mom.
No comment. Kirk asks if it's an alien ship or if it's alive or what it is. Decker's like, I don't know. Both. Neither.
See, that's what I'm wondering too. Is like, is it a ship? Is it a living thing? Is it a mechanical thing?
I think it's a
Who
mechanical
made it?
thing.
Where'd it come from? So many questions unanswered. They're just like, whatever. Shoot first, ask questions later. Which is the right call in this situation. But also, like, they never asked questions. I mean, they did. They were like, I wonder. And then never followed up. I wish they would go back and revisit that.
All right, so they're getting back to Decker's story. They're like, all right, so fourth planet was being talked up. You went in, did you scan it? What kind of beam did he use? And Decker said it's an anti-proton beam. Absolutely pure. A pure anti-proton beam.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Sci-fi words.
Well, it's absolutely pure.
It is absolutely pure.
Saving itself for marriage.
Spock calls Kirk again. They can't get a hold of Starfleet either now.
Ruh-roh.
So they're all alone.
You're
2
next.
ships.
This is about the point where I really started paying attention.
Okay. Spock says that the Constellation was attacked by what appears to essentially be a robot, an automated weapon of immense size and power. Its apparent function is to smash planets to rubble and then digest the debris for fuel. It is therefore self-sustaining as long as there are planetary bodies to feed on.
I just said it was a manufactured black hole.
Yeah, but it doesn't suck them in, it chops them up.
I didn't know that at the beginning, you know. I just thought it was like just sucking them in, like, you know. So it beams them, and then it vacuums it up.
I guess, yeah.
I wonder what part of the planet uses it as fuel, or does it use all of it?
Maybe all of it.
You would think it would have some sort of like, oh God, what is the word I'm looking for? Waste, you know? Like, what does it turn, like...
I mean, it leaves rubble, so... It leaves, like, asteroids, so... I guess that would be the waste.
So it's probably absorbing organic material.
Maybe. So Spock says that using, like, the path, like, the destroyed solar system is destroyed, they can tell that it came from another galaxy.
Far, far away.
Far, far away. Maybe it was, like, the weird Arrival-looking aliens from Discovery.
Did I see that?
You did. We watched these episodes together. They were like these weird aliens that like communicated through color.
Oh, I like those things.
Yeah, maybe they
I
sent
remember.
it.
But those are nice ones. They don't seem planet destroying.
I mean, we meet them in Discovery because they were accidentally sending planet destroying stuff into our galaxy.
What
So
was
maybe
it
this is just
they were
another case of
sending?
that. They called it a DMH. It was like the this big black hole thing that destroyed planets and like, but basically just like mined for them. They were just like mining materials.
Oh my gosh, what if it's them? What if it is them?
Exactly.
I hope my question gets answered like this.
Maybe this is just like a prototype for the DMH.
I do need to look this up to see if anybody's figured it out.
I mean, just fan theories. Like, I once heard a fan theory that this thing was built to like fight the Borg.
That was my question too, was if it was a Borg thing. Because it kind of looked Borgy, except it wasn't a cube.
No, it's not a Borg thing.
It was... I already said what it was whenever I first saw it. Giant space fleshlight.
I forgot you said that.
That's what it looks
But yeah,
like.
kind of looks like one. So now they're just talking about like why an alien race from another galaxy would send a planet-destroying machine into the galaxy.
Mining resources.
Kirk says, it's a weapon built primarily as a bluff. It's never meant to be used. So strong it could destroy both sides in a war. Something like the old H-bomb was supposed to be.
They're talking about the space fleshlight right now, right?
Yes. That's what I think this is.
But it's being used.
Yes. A doomsday machine that somebody used in a war uncounted years ago. They don't exist anymore, but the machine is still destroying. So Kirk's idea is like, you build a weapon so powerful you never have to use it. The idea behind nukes now. Build a whole weapon so powerful it would destroy everybody and no war. Although we still have wars now.
Yeah,
Just saying.
The atom bomb did absolutely nothing besides make people want to build bigger atom bombs to bomb the other person harder.
But yeah, Kirk thinks it's from a war a long time ago in another galaxy, and the people aren't even there anymore, but the machine is self-sustaining and still going. That's what
That's a
Kirk
pretty good
thinks it
theory.
is. Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Reminds me of, this is really stupid because it doesn't really do anything, but in Minecraft you can build like a flying house, and it's just a machine that will keep pushing your house in the sky forever, like over and over and over and over, like it doesn't stop ever. So like you could just lose your house and never find it ever again because it'll just keep going. But you know, it makes sense that
Okay.
somebody would just like let it go and it's gone forever. It's like losing a balloon in the air. You let it go and it just floats away.
So Decker's like, who cares about all these theories? What are we going to do about it? And they're like, take it easy. First we're going to get you to the Enterprise. He's like, I'm not leaving my ship. Kirk's like, your ship's dead. Like, we'll tow it out of here, but like, you can't stay here. So yeah, Decker's like, okay. I just never lost a command before. This hits hard. Decker is basically Moby Dick in this.
I've never read it, never heard it.
Well, I've never read it, but like Moby Dick is this guy who keeps going after this same white whale to the point where like he's gone crazy and like that's his only sole focus. Like he has to kill this white whale no matter who dies to kill it. He's after his white whale. So Decker's Moby Dick. The Doomsday Machine is the white whale.
I thought the white whale was Moby Dick.
Yeah, you're right. The white whale is Moby Dick. Captain Ahab. Decker's Captain Ahab. The Doomsday Machine is Moby Dick.
I was so confused. I was
You were right.
It's like, wait, have I been misled my whole life?
No, I just got it wrong because it's been a while. Kyle beams McCoy and Decker aboard the Enterprise. Spock puts the ship on red alert.
Which ship?
Enterprise. Spock's on the Enterprise.
What does Red Alert do? Does that mean just like be warned or what?
Well, yeah, it's like red alert battle stations.
Because they're gonna fight it or try to.
Well, I think this is the point where they see the Doomsday Machine. Yeah. So we're on the bridge. Decker and McCoy walk in. They see the Planet Killer on the view screen. Yeah, the Planet Killer's after the Enterprise.
So it did target the Enterprise, the ship itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Kirk can't see it, so Spock just describes it to him. He says, it looks like Decker's Planet Killer. Kirk asks if they can deactivate it since it's a robot. Spock says, nope. It's closing in. Kirk says to lower their shields long enough for them to beam them aboard. Then the machine fires at them, and it knocks out transporters, so they can't beam Kirk and Scotty aboard. So the Doomsday Machine keeps attacking the Enterprise. They take evasive actions. They take damage. They get away from it.
Did they get caught in a tractor beam or something?
Yeah, but not yet. You know, let's skip to the part where Decker takes command away from Spock.
Okay.
Okay, so the Doomsday Machine eventually starts ignoring them because they're so small. The machine apparently is on a trajectory for the Rigel system, a system that's often referenced in the original series. Never seen, often referenced.
Is there anything important about it besides being often referenced?
It's just a name that is used a lot in the original series.
Oh.
I think by Enterprise we see Rigelians for the first time.
Rigelians.
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 Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, Spock's gonna go after the captain. Decker's like, no, we gotta go to Rigel. We gotta fight that thing.
Captain Ahab has to go hunt his whale.
And Spock's like, no. And that's when Decker tells Sulu, ignore Spock. You're taking my orders now. And then Decker takes command, and McCoy's like, no, you can't do this. And Spock's like, well, you're the doctor. You can make it say he's medically unsound. He's like, yeah, I'll do that. But you haven't actually examined him yet. Dang it.
Spock ruined his own idea.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, technically, McCoy could have ordered him to sickbay.
So knowing
Doctors
what we
have
know
that power.
now, was Decker gonna put the Enterprise inside of the Doomsday Machine?
I don't know about that, but he was definitely going to try to use the Enterprise to fight the Doomsday Machine.
So he would have killed everybody.
Yeah, he would have got everybody killed.
Again.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. All right, and then Decker orders McCoy off the bridge. He's like, but Kirk lets me hang out on the bridge. Get off my bridge.
Is McCoy not supposed to be on the bridge? I mean, I get it. He's the doctor, but like, you're right.
I think it's fine.
He's not bridge crew.
I think he just tells him to get off the bridge because he keeps trying to fight Decker.
So why didn't McCoy say, no, you have to subject to a medical evaluation?
Because the writers didn't think about that in the 60s.
That would be just the easy answer.
Yeah.
God.
Although he probably would have just ignored it. I feel like most times that the doctors are like, Captain, I have the authority to make you take a medical evaluation because you're acting weird. They're just like, no.
You can't make me. I don't want to.
I feel like that happens in every show. I feel like that happened in Enterprise. I think it happened in Next Generation. Back on the Constellation, Scotty's slowly fixing things while Kirk's trying to get communication back with the Enterprise.
It's always a race against the clock with Scotty, man.
Yep.
Bro's got the speed run championship down.
All right, so Decker has the Enterprise going after the Doomsday Machine. Kirk and Scotty trying to fix the constellation. Decker fires on the Doomsday Machine. Direct hit, but it just bounces off.
Did he just shoot like a phaser beam at it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spock's like, I think we should go. I think
Did
we
he
should stop
shoot it
this.
in the hole, or did he shoot it on the outside of it?
On the outside of it.
Oh. Bro didn't read enough science fiction or watch enough science fiction to know.
Decker's like, no, fire. So they just keep firing on it and nothing's happening. At some point, Kirk is through the Enterprise and Decker's like, I'm in command now. And Kirk's like, what the heck? What are you doing with my ship? He's like, we're going after the thing. I'm like, and Kirk's like, no, don't do that. Put Spock back in the command. And Decker's like, I'm in command under regulations. And Kirk's like, Spock, under my personal authority as captain, you're in command. I don't think that's how that works.
No, but he's obviously not in his right mind. So.
Yeah, and like the crew is loyal to Kirk, so the crew all goes along with Kirk.
Citizens arrest!
And so Spock has the red shirts lead him away. And that brings us to the scene where Decker fights a red shirt and knocks him out.
So, who thought it was a good idea for one person by themselves to escort Decker away?
Well, I feel like it was two at first, but then
There
when they
was
got into,
two, but then suddenly there was
and
one.
then suddenly there's one.
Maybe he already got the other one.
Maybe.
And the other one didn't notice.
But yeah, then Decker steals a shuttle. He flies it into the mouth of the Doomsday Machine, and they all try to talk him out of it. He's like, no, I'm gonna kill this thing. And then nothing happens. A little bit happens.
I think you could almost see it in his face where he realizes this isn't gonna work, and he realizes he's gonna die for nothing. And it's kind of sad that he dies without knowing whether or not he destroys it.
Yeah, but he does manage to knock enough power out that they get the idea that, oh, what if we do this with a bigger ship?
His ship!
Yeah, so the plan is to use the Constellation. They manage to beam all the crew and then Scotty over. But when they beam Scotty over, like, the transporter's having issues, like, I'll go fix it. And then, like, Kirk's, like, getting very close to overloading the ship and getting it into the Doomsday Machine. He's like,
So, was their transporter having issues because of the Doomsday Machine?
yes.
Okay, I figured.
He's like, beam me over now. Beam me over now. Beam me over now.
Because any moment now.
Scotty eventually gets it fixed, and at the last possible second, they beam him over.
Not even like he was in the thing's mouth.
Yeah.
Like, last possible millisecond.
Yeah.
I like how they like teased us a little bit where it was like, is he okay? Is he okay? Like, all we see is the ship going into the mouth. And like, there's a little bit of other stuff that happens, but like, it takes a beat before we get to see Kirk successfully and safely got beamed over.
Yeah. And then
No, it's a wonder that he didn't end up like missing an arm or something. Like,
yeah, all the Doomsday Machine's lights go out. It's dead now. It's just a floating husk in space.
it's all fleshed out.
That's funny. Spock says, I presume your report will say Commodore Decker died in the line of duty. Kirk's like, yeah. And then Spock's like, I wonder if there's any more of those things wandering around the universe. And Kirk's like, I hope not.
I would really hope not too. But at least they know how to take care of it.
Yeah. And that is the end of our episode. So what do you think about this episode? What are your thoughts?
I wish I had been able to pay more attention to it. But as parents who work jobs, it's hard to find the time to dedicate to things like this.
Yeah.
I liked the episode a lot more than I thought I would. I feel like I set myself up almost for failure in my mind by thinking Spock's sexy time was good enough for me to focus on this week, and then I was like, well, now I've got like something to live up to, because now I've got to also kind of do the part of like David for another episode. And I was like, dang, I've having two kids growing 2 kids in my body and birthing them, your brain, okay, during pregnancy, your brain literally shrinks. It's scientifically proven your brain shrinks. I'm only 4 months postpartum. I'm still recovering. I feel like my brain lags behind so much. I used to be able to keep up with things and remember things, but now I'm like oonga boonga brain, where all my only thoughts are feed baby, clean baby, change baby, burp baby. That's, just ensuring my offspring's survival. So as much as I want to dedicate like so much more brain power to focusing on an episode and paying attention and remembering these things, it's really, really hard for me. And doing 2 of those and trying to remember all the little details, and like, I have so many comments while watching the episodes, but I forget all of it whenever we talk about it. That's why I say I have to watch the episode either the day before or the day of the recording, or else I will not remember anything.
It's okay. I also forgot a lot about this episode. That's why I skipped to the good parts.
Yeah, I do feel like the ending right there was a little bit rushed with you, but it's fine. I don't want you to have to feel like we have to blow through something due to time constraints or because I'm just not contributing enough. And I feel really bad because I feel like I don't contribute enough with my lack of Star Trek knowledge. I'm a Star Trek virgin, basically.
Hey, I think it's very interesting to hear the thoughts and opinions of someone who's new to it alongside someone who knows a lot about it. Like, I value that perspective.
I mean, sure, if I had something of weight to add, most of the time that I add something, it's like false connections or false realizations in my head. Like, I think every single time I was like, wait a minute, it was because I wasn't paying enough attention. I don't know if you've noticed that. But you were like, no, he actually said this. And I was like, oh, okay. So when I thought I had a eureka moment, it was actually just, no, you're just dumb. Like,
you're not just dumb. It's okay. You do good at this.
I don't know.
I thought it was a good episode. I thought Decker did give a good performance, and like, he really sold the Captain Ahab Moby Dick energy.
Do we ever see him again?
No, he died.
What? Honey. In the next seasons and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, in Strange New Worlds, we see young Spock.
No, we haven't seen young Decker in Strange New Worlds.
So he's just never been... Like, he's never showed up ever again.
So there was, at one point, they were going to do a sequel series to the original series called Star Trek Phase 2. It was going to, like, everyone's going to come back except for Leonard Nimoy. Mm-hmm. And so there was going to be a new first officer named William Decker. And I think the idea, I've always heard the idea, was he was going to be Matt Decker's son.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They never made the show. Instead, they made a movie called Star Trek The Motion Picture. And in that, the captain of the Enterprise is William Decker.
Aww.
They never make the connection that he's his son, but...
Insinuated.
His name is still William Decker, and like the plot is like, Admiral Kirk takes command of the Enterprise to do the movie.
Okay.
And he's just there the whole time as the angry first officer because Kirk took command away from him.
Understandable.
So yeah, the character kind of lives on that way. There's another character with the same last name who people think was supposed to be his son.
Again, this is me not remembering things correctly. What I know, there's a Kirk and Pike overlap at some point, right? Who took whose ship? Like, wasn't one of them the original captain and then the other took over?
Well, Kirk was the captain after Pike.
Okay. So, of the same ship?
Yes.
Okay.
Of the same Enterprise.
Okay, I remember correctly.
And then after that, William Decker was the captain.
Now, he took over because Pike...
he took over before that.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
So why'd he take over?
Because Pike got promoted.
Oh, so he's better than Kirk. Well, was better than Kirk.
Yeah, Pike gets promoted to fleet captain and Kirk takes command of the ship. Now let's go to the red shirt death count. This week we lost 1 gold shirt, which means in total we've lost 2 beige shirts, 5 blue shirts, 7 gold shirts, 1 hazard vest guy, 4 red shirts, and a total of 19 crewmen, even though Decker's not a crewman, but like I'm still going to say it that way. And we do count the base shirts as red shirts, so we still have 6 red shirt deaths on the board.
So you did finally decide to count other crews.
Yes.
Good luck.
If you're wearing a colored shirt, you can count.
That might get pretty complicated a little bit longer down the line.
Not really. Also, I don't know if the red shirt's deaths count's going to make it past the original series.
Maybe do it per series.
Join us next time for Wolf in the Fold. You can find me on Instagram at Couch Talks Movies. You can't find Ryan. Don't try. You can find the show on Instagram and Facebook at Tomorrow Trek Pod and at patreon.com/tomorrowisyesterday. And don't forget to check out our stuff on the Couch Podcast Network store, where you can get free standard shipping from now until March 25th. Links are in the description. And until next time, live long and...
The line must be drawn here.